Alright guys, what's going on? So we're doing a quick review today on the Samebike MY275, which is a kind of entry-level budget e-bike, I would call it, because it's somewhere around £1,000 retail price in the UK. I think it's about 1,200, but it's currently on sale at the moment. I'm not expecting the highest end components, performance, etc, etc. Obviously at this price point you are talking kind of entry-level e-bike, but for those of you looking for a bike on the budget, we're going to get straight out on it and see whether it's half decent, you know, whether it's good for people, whether I think it's worth buying. I'm going to run down the specs of it a bit more when we jump on it, but I'm going to get straight into it. Right guys, hope you can hear me today. Whoa! It's a bit lively, the old pedal assist on this, Jesus. Oh, everything's going wrong. Oh, for sake. Ugh. So this bike, as I said before, is a kind of budget entry level, I would say, e-bike. It's got pedal assist, not torque sensing, so it just kind of gives you 100%, so you haven't got much control. I'm not a fan of pedal assist, there's nothing against this bike. Most budget e-bikes come with non-torque sensing pedal assist. Comes with 27.5 inch wheels, which a lot of the cheap sort of £1,000 and under e-bikes tend to come with like tiny little commuter wheels or 26, so 27.5 is a bit better if you want to do some light trail off-road riding. The brakes on it are disc brakes, but they're mechanical cable discs, not hydraulic. Things that I'd say I like about it so far is it's got a really nice colourful full colour display, which shows obviously your distance and your odometer and battery level, etc. So it's got a decent display on it. Got a little horn, pretty naff sounding, but it'll do the job. You got suspension forks on the front. Forks have got a lockout feature on it, so if you want to lock that out for, you know, get rid of the suspension and lock them out, you can do that. Pedal assist works pretty well. You have got the option of a thumb throttle, which I'll demonstrate now. Not pedalling, just thumb throttle only. I'll take my glasses off for a sec so I can see the speed. Top speed on it is a whopping 22 miles an hour. I think we was doing about 20 miles per hour just then. If anyone's interested in the gears on this thing, it's got Shimano 7-speed, so at least it's like branded gears on it. I find the pedal assist, same as most sort of cheap pedal assist without torque assist, a little bit too lurchy. As soon as you start pedaling, it's not giving me anything yet. Has that got torque sensing? Yeah, so it's got Shimano 7-speed, mechanical disc brakes, front suspension, 27.5 inch wheels. You got a horn, 5 power levels. I mean, I don't think it's the best looking bike, or it's neither the fastest, but then at this price point nothing's going to be mind-blowing. But for someone on a budget looking to get into their first e-bike for a little bit of commuting, I think the range that they claim on this bike for pedaling is 68 miles. Now the battery on here is a 48 volt, which is a bonus for a bike around this price point. Most budget e-bikes are 36 volts, so 48 volts is a bonus. 13 amp hour, which is pretty much your standard entry level amp hour. This was upgraded, I'm told, from 10 amp hour, which is pretty low. 13's pretty average on this price point for a budget e-bike. Yeah, so I'd say the battery's kind of pretty standard. If you spend this kind of money, that's what you're going to get most of the time. You're not going to get a 20 amp hour e-bike or more for like this price point. So, you know, it's not saying I think I'd go out to buy it, because I've got, obviously I'm lucky enough to have a lot of e-bikes at my disposal when I get sent for a review. But it's not bad looking. It's got an integrated battery, mountain bike style frame. It's definitely going to do like your kind of commuter or someone who's not into super heavy off-roading or whatever, you know. It's not bad. There's nothing negative I can point out about it, really. Gears seem to work pretty nice. I'm sure it actually accelerates harder, the pedal assist, when you're in the lower gears, so I don't know if somehow the gears are linked to the controller, but for sure, like if I go down into first gear, it accelerates pretty quick. It's pretty lively, to be fair. if I go into 7th gear and pedal, I wonder if it has got some kind of, not torque sensing, but cadence sensing or something, because there's definitely a difference between 7th and 1st gear using the pedal assist, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not too bad, it's pretty lively. It's not going to blow your mind like speed-wise or anything like that, but for the money it costs, I mean, there's so much competition out there for like e-bikes around this price point now, and they're getting better and better for what you can get for your money. You know, you can spend £500 on an e-bike battery on its own, so when you're talking like £1,000 for a complete bike, you're getting quite a lot for your money. The other thing I forgot to mention, this is a 500 watt brushless motor on here, so technically, obviously it's more than 250 watt, the legal limit in the UK, but the bike comes locked to a maximum speed limit of like 15 miles an hour, so the bike enters the country anyway. If you're a UK customer, it'll come UK legal, but there is a way of there's a way of unlocking this bike so it will go a little bit faster. Now it's not mind-blowing 22 miles an hour the top speed, but it's still, on a bike 22 is still pretty quick. There's a lot of people that don't actually realise how fast that is on a bicycle. It's really not too bad. So the full spec of the bike, 500 watt motor, 48 volt battery, 13 amp hour, integrated battery, mountain bike style frame, 27.5 inch wheels, Kenda tyres, 2.1, so it's pretty much a hardtail mountain bike, which might be useful to some people because a lot of budget e-bikes around this price are normally based on more kind of commuter type bikes that are small wheels and foldable. So it's pretty useful for those people that just want a hardtail style bike on a budget. Should we go for a higher speed run? I'm just going to wait till the path clears a little bit. I'm going to change this into where's the gears? Going to change this into 7th gear. It's a little bit difficult to do because I've got the Insta360 pole in the way. There's a few people up ahead. I might turn around and go back that way. Right, I'm going to turn around up here and we're going to have a little high speed run. Right, we haven't got a lot of space. We ain't got a lot of space, we're going to have to just go for it. I think that's it. I mean, that ain't bad. I am flying along. It's definitely going to do someone who's just getting into e-bikes. You know, it's hard to get excited about entry-level e-bikes for me because I ride them every day, but the most important thing, if you're looking for something on a budget, this will definitely get the job done. Yeah, this will definitely get the job done. Nothing to particularly shout about, but the good point is there's no negatives about the bike. There's no reasons why I wouldn't recommend this for someone who was on a budget. Because e-bikes are expensive, they're not getting any cheaper, but the plus side is, I think the spec's getting better for the money. Although components and batteries and everything are getting more expensive, all the time, these manufacturers seem to be making better and better bikes for the money. You are getting a lot of stuff because you could easily spend 500 on a mountain bike, 500 on a battery, and then the rest of the stuff, screen, controller, blah, blah, blah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Right guys, that is it for this video. Don't forget to check out the video description for the product links to this bike. Maybe some discount codes in there to get a little bit more money off of this. It's currently on sale at the moment, but check out the links. Obviously, depends when you see this video, but currently this is around the £1,000 mark at the time of making this video. Possibly some discount codes on top of that. Check out the video description. Thanks to Samebike for sending me out the bike to review. And I'll see you guys in the video soon. Take it easy.